Ladies and gentlemen, there is one more speech left, and that's the Bar Mitzvah boy. At this time, Yossi, you ready? You ready? You have your Pshetel? I know, I gotta get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'm honored to call upon my dear son, the star of the show, the man of the hour. The reason why we all got together here tonight is to celebrate his bar mitzvah. Please put your hands together for the bar mitzvah boy, Yossi.
Becoming a bar mitzvah is one of the most important steps in my life. Being a bar mitzvah, a son of mitzvahs, means that as of now, I am counted as a full and responsible member of the Jewish community. If there are 9 adult men in shul, when I arrive and join them, we now have a minyan. It also means that as of now, I am responsible for my actions. The Mishnah in Pirkei Avos says that the world stands on 3 major things. 1, Torah, which is learning. 2, avoda, which is in our times, davening. And the third is gemilas chasadim, acts of kindness. In this week's Parsha, Parshas Teruma, we read in great detail all the necessary measurements and requirements and measurement and sizes of everything that the Mishkan was made of and contains. Elsewhere, we find that a person should be like a Mishkan and become a place where one can see that they are following all the laws of the Torah. In the Torah, we read about the completion of the building of the Beis HaMikdash. And there we find something unusual in the construction of the Beis HaMikdash, which I would like to explain. Before we had electric lights in our homes and shuls, much of the light came from the sun. And so, when one built a window in the wall of a building with thick walls, the outside of the window was very narrow, and the inside of the window was very wide, so the light coming through would spread into the building. We find that in the Beis HaMikdash, which had thick walls, the reverse took place. The outside of the windows were very wide, and the opening on the inside of the building was narrow, the exact reverse of what normally happens in a house. Our sages tell us that the reason for the special way the windows of the Beis HaMikdash were built like that was so that the light and the spirit of the Beis HaMikdash should radiate to the outside and affect the world with its kedusha. It also sends a message that we should not be affected by the outside influences that are often the opposite of what the Torah teaches us. Early in the Torah, there's a very interesting story that teaches us the importance of doing acts of kindness. We all know the story of the Malachim that came to visit Avram Avinu. While the Malachim were visiting Avram, Hashem comes to talk to Avram Avinu. When Rashi explains this pasuk, he gives 2 explanations. The first explanation says that Avram Avinu is talking to the angels. The second explanation says that Avram Avinu was talking to Hashem, and he says, Hashem, please wait for me while I look after the guests that are visiting, because I am busy doing chesed, an act of kindness. He says that since Hashem created the world on a foundation of chesed and established it to do chesed, as it says in Tehillim, Avram knows and is confident that Hashem will not be angry with him, that Hashem has to wait while Avram does a chesed. We are also taught that Esan HaEzrachi refers to Avram Avinu. These are such important lessons we must learn from. I certainly hope, being that my family is constantly involved in chesed, even when it does not come easy, will help guide me on the path of true chesed. I would like to thank my wonderful parents, my siblings Josh, Debbie, and Daniela, for always being there for me. I would also like to thank my Rebbes, teachers, and principals for all that they have done for me. And thank you all for joining my family and I and my bar mitzvah. May we all only share simchas together in our lives. B'vias gold tzedek m'hera v'yameinu amen.